Hello and welcome or welcome back. My name is Hunter. This is the Last Stitch Design Podcast. I think we're on episode 3. But yeah, welcome. Hello. All right, we're going to start with a shorter segment because I don't have any finished objects this week yet. And the only thing that I have to share with you guys in this part is what I'm wearing. So this is the Bamboo Breeze top by me. It was knit in Yarn Bee, Bambootiful in the colorway Sage, and it was knit on size 6 or 4mm needles. So very nice, very lovely. There are modifications to change the armhole. Personally, it's hot, it's humid, it's been raining like the past week-ish. Actually, I think it started pouring down rain the last time I filmed one of these, and it hasn't really stopped since. Like, it stopped yesterday, it stopped today, but barely. That's the best way I can put it, is it barely stopped. So, there's storm clouds that are just, rolling in. So tonight we're probably going to get a bunch of rain. It was misting for a little while yesterday, and then it got, real sunny, and then it got real cloudy. So, weather's weathering, and it's supposed to rain all next week, too. So, we're great with that. But yeah, that is what I'm wearing. Hoping to have a couple of these finished next week. You're not going to see a podcast episode next week. Actually, you might. No, you won't see a podcast episode. You'll see a sewing video next week. Not for any of the projects that I'm sharing. Ironically, I haven't started those because I only filmed the intro the other day. Oops. But yeah, all right. Now we can go ahead, we can get into our lovely basket of WIPS. So the first one, I'm just going to go top to bottom of this. The first one that I have is the Sauvage Skirt by LG Fiberworks. So this is, honestly, it's only a little bit farther than where it was last week's episode. I've done a little bit more of the waistband, so I think last week I was here-ish on the waistband, or maybe I was, where's the knot? I was here, so I've only gotten that much done this week. But I will finish that part of the waistband and then keep going on it. So that is WIP number 1. Number 2 is the back panel of the classic camel vest. I swear this thing just keeps getting longer and longer. How do I best put this? I can measure it, and there's still 3 inches left. But this is the classic camel vest. It is being made in LRA Honey in the colorway Persimmon. It is a discontinued yarn, so if you want to find it, you're going to have to go through somebody's stash or see if your local yarn store still has any. But it's very beautiful. Our local yarn store just sold the last ball a couple days ago. Not in this colorway, but this line in general. It's very beautiful. It's very soft. It's knit on 4.5mm needles or US 7s, with the exception of the ribbing that's knit on US 5s, so 3.75s. But I have 3 inches left. Doesn't matter how many rows I do, I still have 3 inches left somehow. I don't even know how to even explain how that works. Next WIP that I have for you guys is my blueberry socks. I have about 4 inches left of the cuff on this. I think I'm going to take this to Knots and Pots tonight. That is the crafty night at my local yarn store. So I think I'm going to take this one. Not quite sure yet, though, if this is actually going to be the project I take. I have a lot of projects. I don't know which one I want to bring. It's a good problem to have, but it is, in fact, a problem. Next WIP that I'm going to show you is actually one that I started today with my sister when she came to get her dress altered. I'm doing an alteration on her bridesmaid dress. She found, what is it? It's a hyperbolic shapes or something like that. It's just like a tutorial. It gives you a math equation and tells you how much to increase. But it's a fun little fidgety thing. So it's a unlabeled yarn. I don't know what it is. It's a 5.5 millimeter hook. It's just single crochets and increases. And I'm really loving it. I think I might also bring this with me tonight. I'm not quite sure. But who knows? I certainly don't. So that is the next WIP. Then we have this guy. Hold on, I'm gonna grab these guys out real quick and put all the stuff that's in my lap back in there. So just un momento, por favor. Put all this stuff back in the basket with absolutely no reverence. Because it's gonna go inside and it's gonna get sorted back out anyway. So, actually, you know, okay then. Yeah, okay. So this is the mystery bag from Junction Fiber Mill that I had started. I was like almost done with one of the balls, the first ball. Then I realized I had my shapes wrong. And because if you're knitting and you only increase in the center, you're gonna get a square. I forgot that. I thought I was gonna get a triangle, not two triangles in one. So I had to rip that entire thing back out, and I restarted it in a triangle, and it's going really well. I actually like the way that this one's working up a little bit better because it's like barely coming out of the side, like in the center. So it's looking really good. 35 grams can get you a scarf. So it's very lovely. It's a very beautiful pattern. I am in the second ball, so I changed color. I added in the second ball right there at that lighter line where it goes to like a grayish blue. So right in there, I added in the second ball, and then this is what I have left of it. So then once I get into this inner circle here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch over to the Gray Romney. That's the smaller ball of it. The larger ball right here, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So then it'll transition from this blue into this gray, and it's going to look really, really good. I'm hoping, I'm really hoping that it's going to look good, but this is what it's looking like. It's in a triangle shape, and this pattern is going to be released probably here in a couple weeks. So mid-June is what it's looking like. And again, I know I said this last week, but pattern's going to be $1 if you want to purchase it. If not, there's going to be a code in the description for you to get it for free, because it's going to be an untested pattern, just because I wasn't planning this to be a pattern, but I couldn't find what I was looking for in the mystery, like for a smaller quantity of yarn. So like this is technically a single skein project. It's a half a skein project if you make it one. But I couldn't find a project like that for what I was looking for. And my guess is there's somebody else out there who's like that. So I'm not gonna, like, it's gonna be $1 if you want to support the design process. If not, no hurt feelings on that. There's gonna be a code to get it for free anyway in the description. And there's no lost emotions. There's no hurt feelings or anything like that for it. Next one I have is swatches for my next design that has been planned. So this one is not going to be $1 with the option to be free, but it's also not going to be released until like August or September. Unfortunately, it is a summer pattern, but you know. So my first idea was having the willow leaves come down like this. So like you have the vine right here and the leaves, and clearly it doesn't look the way I thought it would in my mind. So clearly I had to find another way to do that. And the way that I found bugs is by doing this. So I found this pattern up here on YouTube, actually. So it does look really pretty. It does look like willow leaves. I just don't, it wasn't my vision, like what I had in my brain, because I wanted to look like you're sort of under the tree. I don't know if that makes sense. The name of the top is Under the Willow Tea. And the only reason it's going to be Under the Willow Tea rather than Under the Willow Top is because the play on words. Under the Willow Tea, Under the Willow Tree. You're going to have the option for sleeves there too. I just I couldn't pass up the pun, but this is what it's looking like for what I actually envisioned, and I think that fits it. This is what it originally looked like in the pattern that I found, in the tutorial I found, and then I just changed all the knits to pearls, with the exception of where I have to make 3 and then cable it. But it is looking good. I didn't test the waving part of it, so like I didn't test the going back and forth that I did, like I did on here. So here I sort of tested it curving a little bit, and it does work. So I know that it works. I know how to get it to work. I didn't do it with this pattern. So I am going to make a third swatch, and I'm going to make sure that I can actually do the side to side the way that I want, and also figure out how I want to end all of them. I have an idea in my head for how I want to end them. I'm not sure quite yet, but this is going to be my next design. I'm probably going to be looking for testers for it in July, and then it would be released at the end of August. So under the willow tee, it's going to be great. It's going to look amazing. And now on to the sewing whips. I think I'm going to show you the successful one first, which is this shirt, which sneak peek for next week's video of tops. This is a woven fabric. Next week's all going to be knit fabrics. This is one that I had in stash when I was looking for fabric for this. Wasn't a planned project, but I figured I like the style of top. They're easy enough to make. So I did finish this side. The side is done. It's French seamed, all that. The armholes seamed. The bottom, it's the edges of the fabric. So I'm not even going to bother trying to seam those. It's already plaid. May as well make it a little bit more country. Why not? I finished the hem of this sleeve as well. And then I'm doing the outside of the French seam here. And then I need to go in and I need to cut the front of the neckline just like an inch or so lower, because right now it's sitting here and I want it to sit here. So I need to cut it like an inch lower, but it's looking good. It fits well. It fits nice and loose because I cut this with 13, 26, 52 inch bust. I do not have a 52 inch bust. This is 10 inches of positive ease here. And I love the way it fits. It's loose, it's flowy. I'm not really a fan of tight clothing, especially not in the summer and the fall. And this is probably going to be more of like a fall shirt than anything else, like autumn, stuff like that. Just because, one, it's not red, so it can't be a picnic blanket. But also, because the sleeves come to here. And I'm in the southeast. It gets to 105 degrees without humidity here. You add humidity, it ends up feeling like 125, and it's just not fun. So, last but not least, we have sewing project that I started. I cut it out last night. I have to rip some seams. It's not completely ruined, but it's not going to be done in time for Knots and Pucks tonight. So I was hoping to have my project bag done by then, because this is the lining. Gorgeous, stunning. And then on the outside, got little sweets and candies, and it's a lighter pink, so it all goes together. And then where I messed up, not that side, in here, I thought I would be able to just seam it and like flip it inside out, and then I forgot that I can't do that. So I have to come in here, and I have to rip out this seam, and then this is just going to have to end up being seamed the rest of the way by hand, and then I'll top stitch, and it'll just have to be what it is, unfortunately. But this is going to be my project bag. I'm going to have pockets here. This is going to be stitched down. Right now it's not attached to anything, but it's going to cover the raw edges on the bottom. It's going to make sure that nothing really splashes up the sides, all that fun stuff. But yeah, this is what it is looking like. I don't know why cars are so loud and obnoxious, because that was ridiculous. But yeah, this is what it's looking like, and it's going really well. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. It's going to be a bit of a shorter one. And yeah, I will see you next week. Bye. All right. Also, I may or may not have forgotten to mention this. If you have questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more or get notified when I post next time, subscribe, I guess. I'll leave that up to you. But yeah, now I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, sorry. I know. I already said goodbye twice. But I do have an announcement. My best friend and I are going to be going to a crochet retreat up in the Smokies in Gatlinburg. And I'm very excited. It's like a few months away, but I'm so excited. It's going to be my first retreat of any kind, actually. But yeah, I'm very excited because, one, I get to go with my best friend, and two, it has to do with yarn. And I love yarn. I also love the mountains. So my best friend, yarn, and the mountains, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? It's going to be great. But I will... What the heck? Sorry. Carpenter bees. But yeah, I'm very excited about that, and I wanted to tell you guys. Now we're actually going to say goodbye this time. Bye!